Hello everybody, Carolyn here. Today we're doing a super exciting video. Today I am going to be going through all of my K-pop photocard binders. Yeah, I do this every 6 months on my channel, and if you're new to the channel, if you just stumbled across this video, I also do sorting photocard videos every 2 weeks on Sunday. This is coming in between 2 sorting photocard videos. I'm also going to be traveling to Korea during this time, so I'm not sure if we're gonna end up doing one after this. I'm filming this way in advance to post for you guys, so definitely keep up with my social media because I will be updating if there's any schedule changes in that. But for the most part, every 2 weeks I do sorting photocard videos on the channel, and they're super fun. We call them sorting photocard Sundays, so if you love photocard content, definitely hit that subscribe button. Come join us on Sundays. It's a super chill vibe. We just hang out and sort photocards, and it's great. Also, I'm going to be doing this by groups, so if there's only certain collections you want to see, go ahead and check out the timestamps down below, and you can navigate the video. A lot of my collections I have multiple binders for. I may end up splitting those up. For example, for Monsta X, I have like 5 or 6 binders for them, so... Also, I didn't count my binders before I started this. This is how many binders I have. It's a lot. I'm sure it's more than the last time I filmed this in January, but without further ado, we have so much to go through today. Let's just get started. Also, all of my supplies that I use for my binders is listed in the description box down below. I do have an Amazon store that's linked in my link tree, which is linked down below. And then for the stuff I don't get through Amazon, I do also have links to those items. All of my Amazon links are affiliate links, just to be transparent. But yeah, okay, let's get into it. This is what I call my retired binder. So a lot of this doesn't change, but I do still show it every single time because we always have new besties here. So like, you might not know this binder exists, but after school used to be my old girl group back when they were active. And so I collected Reina. So after school had some of the most interesting sized photo cards. Though a lot of these are Japanese. This is Korean, this is Korean, that's Korean. But yeah, I just don't have the heart to give up this collection. But I do like it a lot. Some of these things are really rare. Like, that's hard to get. And then we have Miss Bulmy from APink. So I do still collect APink. I haven't purchased their most recent album, but I do plan on getting it when I go to Korea. I just would rather pick it up in a store if I could find it. So, yes. And these are just from other, like, solo releases. Various POB sets as well, and larger inclusions. A lot of this hasn't changed. I don't even know if this has really changed at all since the last time you saw it. Not purchased a lot of APink this year. Then we have SHINee. SHINee technically needs to be moved to a different binder, but I don't really have a place to put them currently because they're not a retired group. They were on like a mini hiatus for a little bit, but they're back. SHINee's coming back, and I plan on getting their new album. I think I'm gonna buy it in Korea too, just because, yeah. Anyways, I collect Minho. I've been collecting Minho since photo cards were a thing for them, which is Lucifer era, and I did buy his solo album. I pulled 1 photo card from it. I do need to get the rest of the cards from that album. I haven't decided, because SM releases so many things, I haven't decided how thorough I want to be with Minho, because obviously, like, back during Don't Call Me Atlantis era, life was a lot simpler with SM. They didn't have 10,000 versions, so I had to think about that. I also used to buy every single solo album that came out of SHINee. It's just become a lot over the years, but I do like to buy SHINee albums when I can because I do really love all the members so much. And then here we have some group cards, and then these are my 17 karat postcards. Really hoping that when I buy the other version of I buy 17 karat, I pull the other version of these postcards. But I also don't want that because these are impossible to get back into the album. So, and then back here we have some random infinite cards that just didn't fit in another binder. There was room in this binder, so This is from one of their season's greetings, their 2018 season's greeting. Like, has any group ever released this many photo cards from their season's greetings? Oh my gosh, it was so much. I was like, Infinite, what are you doing? Infinite were like, photo cards? We can do that. And then here I have a couple of OT8 twice sets. The Jihyo card is in the twice binder, but yes, that is this binder. This next binder is my Infinite binder. Infinite are one of my favorite groups of all time, and I collect Wheon and Seungyeol for Infinite. Though I've been really bad at collecting Wheon as he's released solo albums. Never found that 24-hour Seungyeol card. I'm convinced it doesn't exist. But here are some Wheon cards from some of his albums. Definitely missing a lot. So hoping to expand this collection a little bit, especially because Infinite are a little more active now as they have their own company. I thought it was really funny when Infinite were talking and Seunggi was like, yeah, I called Seungyeol to ask like his opinion on making our own company, and he was like, why haven't you done that? He's like, I've been waiting for you to do that. I was kind of waiting for Infinite to do that too, so I'm super happy. I really hope that there is like a group comeback or some sort of group promotion. I think they're gonna do a concert in August, that summer concert, which is like so wild to me because I feel like it's been 8,000 years since they've done a that summer concert. But yeah, I've been a fan of Infinite since debut. I love them so much. Like, I just, yes. I have some other group cards and solo release cards and stuff in here as well. Seunggi is about to make a comeback, so I'm gonna pick that up in Korea too. I'm just gonna, hopefully I can find like older albums in Korea. I would think so. It's a music store in Korea. I would hope that I'd be able to find like Infinite, and yeah, but yes. These used to be like the biggest flex that I had these because they were really hard to get. I mean, I'm sure they're really hard to get now, but I am still a Hoya fan as well. Hoya left Infinite, but still love him. I still follow him on Instagram. I keep up with what he's doing. He's in that Be Ambitious dance group, and they seem to be having a great time, so I'm happy for him. The second half of this binder is my Golden Child collection, which you're probably like, Carolyn, what happened with you and Golden Child? Well, I'll tell you, I was overwhelmed with all the photo cards that they have, and I just kind of stopped collecting them. I still love them so freaking much, and I know that they were here for tour recently, and I couldn't go to their tour. I really wanted to see them in concert, but I just couldn't make the date work, and I really did try though, because I love Golden Child. Also, I really didn't like the venue they were going to go to in Atlanta. I'm going to be honest about it. I really didn't like that venue, and I was like, oh, I don't know. But anyways, I would like to keep my Golden Child collection. I really do love Golden Child. I would like to finish what I've started, and then I don't know about anything in the future. I know that at least Daeyeol's in the military, right? Is Seungyoon in the military too? Oh my god, I think Seungyoon's also in the military, isn't he? Is Seungyoon enlist? Jungjoon has his own Instagram now. I do follow Jungjoon on Instagram. But yeah, I would like to finish Game Changer and Dada. I don't know how easy or difficult that's going to be at this point, but I would like to finish what I've started and then kind of reassess. But I definitely don't want to get rid of my Golden Child collection because like I love them so much. I love their music. Like the group is so great, but it just became a lot for me to collect them. And I just had other like higher priority groups, and I'm just, I just hate that. I wish I could collect everything for everybody all the time, but I just can't. So anyways, that is it for this binder. I don't think it's changed at all since you saw it in January, but hey. Also, this is, who does this belong to? This is Jungjoon's booklet that I keep in here. This is one of my neglected collection binders. So this is my Donghae Binder. So I do collect Donghae from Super Junior. He was my first alt bias in K-pop, and so I collect him. I still like him a lot. I still follow him. I just don't really collect Super Junior like that anymore, but I do really like Donghae still, and I do, you know, really want to collect more photo cards for Donghae and keep up with my Donghae collection. The problem with Donghae is Super Junior, there's like 2 or 3 members that I feel like everybody biases, and if you don't pull those members, Donghae is one of the most impossible people to trade for. He is just so hard to trade for. So he's also very expensive to buy his photo cards separately. So I've kind of had like this dilemma for a while of like how to move forward with my Donghae collection, but I mean, I do really like his photo card still. I mean, he's that's an iconic card. Also the one with his mom, oh my gosh, these cards are so cute. But yeah, also these are his Japanese cards. I've spent a lot of money on him over the years. I have his opera card here too. This card was like one of my dream cards when I was first starting collecting K-pop, and I found it, what, like 6 months ago? I'm so happy it's here. Oh my gosh, it's so exciting. These are some of his like SM merch release cards. There's this one for Countdown. I don't have anything past Countdown. And then just some other random seasons greetings, merch photo cards. I love that card so much too. This is from his photo book, Kalmar sign. And then some larger inclusions for Donghae. Yeah, I've had a couple people message me like, hey, whatever happened to your Donghae collection? And it's still here. I might end up getting back into it. Last year when Stray Kids were really busy and Monsta X were really busy and Wonho was really busy, I just had to stop on some things for a while just to keep up with them. But yeah, I don't even know how far I am behind on Donghae. I haven't looked at a template, I'm afraid. But anyways, I do also have a couple of like full group sets back here that I collected, or that like came as a full set, that I've kept here. But a lot of my other like Super Junior photo cards I've sold off or traded, just because I don't collect them like that anymore. But I wanted to keep some things because I worked really hard on this collection. Younger me worked really, really hard on this collection. She did. She put a lot of time and energy into it. Also, I saw Super Junior for the first time at camp last year. I have been listening to Super Junior since 2009. Like, it's a very long time. And I finally saw them at camp last year. They were really good. They were really good live. I'm not even gonna lie. I was there with a couple friends, and one of them she's a really big elf. She's like a bigger elf than me. I wouldn't even like call myself an elf anymore, really. I don't feel like I really deserve to be called an elf anymore. But man, it was wild. Like 13-year-old Carolyn, she just like couldn't believe her eyes. Not that I was 13 last year. But you know what I mean. Like, it was just such a surreal experience. You ever liked a group for over 10 years and then suddenly you see them live? It was so wild. I'm really happy I was able to see them in concert. They were really good. I'm not even gonna lie. I had a great time. It was also on Donghae's birthday. It was Donghae's birthday. I sang happy birthday to Donghae. I was in the stands when they gave him a cake for his birthday. It was the most wild experience. I'm not even gonna lie about it. It was insane. This is my Le Sserafim and Aespa Binder, and Winter and Chaewon are the members I collect, and they recently took a selfie together, and so I made that the cover of this binder because I was like, absolutely, they did it for me. But here's my Winter collection. I've been collecting her since debut. Aespa don't have a ton of album cards. They don't have a ton of album releases, so I find her collection pretty easy to keep up with. I also collected OT4 for Target for the girls album, and then also for the Digipack version, since that was the Target exclusive. And then we have the rest of Winter's cards from girls. And then we have the most recent release for Aespa. These are photocard inserts that I actually made myself. I've made 3 different designs. You only see like this one design here. I really, really like them. I'm working on them for a little bit. I wanted to kind of change everything up, and then I will just show you real quick. So I made 2 different ones of them. You'll see the other one in my Chaewon collection, but this one is made so that it fits a mini sticky note so that they can be reused. I've been thinking about making them available for digital download. So if you're interested, I definitely could set that up, but it's been a project I've been working on for a little bit. It's not perfect yet, but I really like them right now, so yeah. And then I have finished all of these cards, they're just not here yet. Then I have these 2 extra winter cards back here, and then we move on to Miss Chaewon. So I collect Chaewon from Le Sserafim. Yes, recently I started collecting Chaewon. Chaewon was my second bias in IZ*ONE, one, and when she re-debuted in Le Sserafim, I was like, no, I won't collect her. And then I gave in and ended up collecting her. But yeah, this is the other variation of the little inserts there. So super cute. I was just trying out both in this binder, and then I bought their Japanese release from Target, so I also got Sakura's Photocard, so I kept it. And then this is their most recent release. I'm still working on finishing this collection up. I didn't buy, I bought one compact and didn't pull Chaewon, and then I didn't buy the Weverse version, but yes. But I did do OT5 for Target, so these are the other 4 members Target cards, because I pulled everyone except Sakura, so I traded my extra Kazuha for Sakura, so yes. And then the group cards, and that is it for this binder. This is my NCT and ATEEZ binder. So for NCT, I used to collect 4 members, but I collect 3 members. I collect Johnny, Jungwoo, and Jeno. And I also collected Sungchan, but SM said he's not an NCT member anymore. So he's going to debut in a new group. So I guess he's technically not a member I collect for NCT. But anyways, I collect Johnny and Jungwoo. I'm trying to collect them evenly. Like, I used to collect extra things for Johnny. But I am trying to collect Johnny and Jungwoo like the same now. So I can do 8 pocket layouts like this. Yes, I'm still finishing up 2 baddies. I did, I think, find a trade for the last Jungwoo that I'm missing. So hopefully this time around. And then I don't know what happened to the rest of those Johnny cards. I have them marked off on my template, but I have no idea why I marked them off on my template. Anyways, I also need this Johnny Make Star card to finish up this collection. These are just other random cards. I joined a friend's group order, a bunch of group orders for the Dojejung album, so that's why I don't have any Dojejung here, but I do plan on collecting Jungwoo for that thoroughly. I think the only thing I need is a box set. Anyways, these are my extra Johnny things that I've acquired. The awful SM circle cards. Remember when SM was super into circle cards? Nobody reminded them that these existed. And then here's my Jano collection. He's the only member I collect of Dream, so I keep all of his cards separate from Johnny and Jungwoo. Dream are making a comeback soon, and I'm very excited. I also saw Dream earlier this year for the first time. It was so fun. I got this card at the concert. But yeah, it was so fun. I really enjoyed seeing Dream live. They were really good. And then these are my like full NCT group things. So these include Sungchan, who's not an NCT member anymore, but I'm gonna keep his cards here because I'm not letting SM mess up my page layouts. But for any future Sungchan things, I definitely will collect him for whatever he ends up doing. But I'm really sad he's not an NCT anymore. I've been waiting for years for SM to add him. Also, Shajun is my wavy bias, so I have Shajun here, and then I also have Teo here just to complete these pages. I collected 2 extra members, and then I got Johnny, Jungwoo, and Jano's Daikon cards, so that's fun. It was a random purchase. I was like, let me just buy these. For larger inclusions, I really don't care. Sometimes I try to trade for them. Sometimes I don't. Really depends on if there's people trading. These are cute. I picked these up when I was in LA for camp. It was an emotional purchase because camp was such a mess. I was like, let me just buy some cute NCT things to ease the pain of camp. This is some Super M stuff, so when Super M were a thing, I don't think we're ever getting Super M again, by the way. I don't think that's happening. I collected full group for Super 1. I saw Super M in concert though, and it's one of my like biggest flexes as a K-pop stan. I'm just like, I saw Super M in concert. It was a great concert, by the way. I almost didn't go because it was like 3 weeks after Wonho had left Monsta X, and I was like, I don't even know if I want to go to this concert. I just want to like stay home and be sad. And then I was like, no, we're gonna go to the concert, and it was like so great. For ATEEZ, I collect Hongjoong. I've been collecting him since their first comeback because I fell in love with them during their first comeback, and I've never looked back. ATEEZ are a great group. I've seen them in concert a couple times, and I just love them so much. Yeah, I try to at least collect all of Hongjoong's album cards, and then like occasionally I will get POBs and things, but I try to at least get all of Hongjoong's album cards, which becomes more difficult every single era. There's also a ton of POBs when it comes to ATEEZ. I'm sure you know. There's no way not to know. They have so much stuff. But I've been doing a couple of OT8 sets here and there. This set I had to do. I mean, are you kidding? Like, I saw the previews for these cards, for these Target cards, and I was like, oh, 100%. 100% I'm buying those. Here we go. And then this is the OT8 set for Spin-Off. And then this is their most recent release. I haven't set up for the Polka albums because I just ran out of time before I had to film this video, but I will. These are the missing cards for the POBs that I'm doing for this era. And then I also have 3 signed copies on the way that aren't here yet. So yes, that is it for this binder. Next we have my TXT collection. So I recently moved TXT out of a Beyond binder into a Prism Platinum binder, and I am so happy with how it turned out. I collect Yeonjun for TXT, and I did double side these cards, and I really do like the way that it turned out. Yeah, I've been collecting Yeonjun since debut. During the Blue Hour era, I did take a break and I did sell my Yeonjun collection. And then after Blue Hour era, I was like, you know what? I really miss collecting Yeonjun, so let me go back into collecting him. So that is what I did. I also collect OT5 for Target cards. You can see here, this is their most recent release. And then these are a couple of cards that somebody sent me. And then these are all of Yeonjun's larger inclusions. I keep forgetting I need to make labels for the cards that I'm missing. I'm not missing a lot, definitely missing some stuff. And then these are the postcards from the most recent albums. And then back here are the like mini tour card size cards. So these are from TXT's Light Stick, because I did go to their Charlotte concert this past, was it May? I think it was May. I've been to too many concerts this year. I have to keep track of chronological order. But anyways, I did see TXT when they came to Charlotte, and it was so great. And I actually bought a couple of their tour cards while I was at the concert, and I decided to collect these fully for Yeonjun and Kai, because Kai totally bias wrecked me. He's already my second bias, but he totally bias wrecked me during the concert, and I was like, let me collect Kai too. And then I also bought these photos, which I'm literally obsessed with them. I don't even collect things like this normally, like photo prints, but I don't know why I bought them, but I'm so glad that I did, because they're literally the most beautiful, high quality photos ever. Like, absolutely no regrets. Like, I was literally standing in line with a couple friends I met at the concert, and I was like, let me just open the merch that I got. Like, what did I even buy? And we were looking at the photos and we were all like gasping. We were like, these are so beautiful. But anyways, that is my Yeonjun collection. Definitely plenty of room to grow in this binder. So that's fun. I really like collecting TXT. I think they're a super fun, easy group to collect. Like, I never stress about it. So that's fun. So this is my Eunbi Treasure binder. So my Eunbi collection starts with IZ*ONE stuff. I've been collecting her since IZ*ONE. and she is my favorite female soloist. I am going to the crazy concert in New York City this August, and she is performing there, and I'm so excited. I never thought I would see Eunbi in person, and I am so excited to see her. I need to buy her lights. But anyways, these are all over Eyes One cards. And then this was like a full group POB set that I got. And then it starts her solo stuff, and this is where I struggle because not a lot of people collect Eunbi's solo stuff, and so it can be really hard to find cards, and also a lot of her cards look very, very similar. So yeah, trying my best, but definitely struggling. These are from Color, and then we get into lethality. So I'm definitely making improvements, but it could be better. So this is the polka version. Really hoping to make some more progress on this really soon. And then these are just other random photo cards that I have acquired of Eunbi over the years. I don't collect her POBs fully. Maybe I should start collecting her POBs fully, because then maybe I would be able to actually like complete her album cards easier. I'll consider it for her next comeback. I should try to collect some POBs because I'll end up with more copies of the album. So that's literally how I complete like Wonho. It's just from buying albums with POBs. It just helps me complete his album photo cards. So maybe we'll start doing that same tactic with Eunbi. I feel like that helps. But yeah. Here's just some larger inclusions here. And we move on to Treasure, which Treasure are making a comeback, but first they're doing a unit. And I collect 3 members of Treasure. So I collect Junkyu, Jihoon, and Jungwoo. Started off just collecting Junkyu, and then I collected Jihoon, and then I was like, Jungwoo's cards are cute. I love him. So I collect the whole bias line now. I love my Treasure collection. I love collecting Treasure. They're such a talented group, and they're just unfortunately under YG Entertainment, and I just feel like that is just so, I just don't like YG Entertainment. I really wish that they were under literally anybody else. I mean, technically they're under Hive, but you know what I mean. They're making a unit comeback with T5, which is 5 members of Treasure, including Jihoon and Junkyu. So I'm excited to collect for that. But anyways, I've been collecting 3 members of Treasure since debut. I absolutely love collecting Treasure. I love Treasure so much. I think their photo cards are so nice, and they look so nice together. And I really need more people to collect Treasure because finding trades can be really hard sometimes. So I think more people should collect Treasure. You should start collecting Treasure, honestly. Though they have kind of a lot of photo cards at this point, but I think you could do it, honestly. There's so many photo cards like in the community, like, but like look how satisfying this page is. It's so nice. I also collected, these are like, I don't remember what these are called exactly, but these are K-Town POBs that I pulled. I pulled like my bias line, and then I pulled Mashiho, Yedam, and Hyunsuk, and Mashiho and Yedam are part of my second bias line. They're both no longer in the group, which is devastating, honestly. Like, I really don't know what I'm gonna do when Treasure make a comeback without Mashiho and Yedam. Like, I love them so much, but Hyunsuk is still there. So yeah, anyways, they've had a rough past year. So I really hope that things get better for Treasure. They've been touring, not to America, but hopefully in the future. I bought their membership on Weverse for that exact reason. I was like, I want to see Treasure so bad. They're like gonna be one of the few groups that I collect that I've never seen. Once I see Eunbi, like, really all that's left is like Treasure, and that might be it. And Wonho, I guess. I've seen Wonho before, but I didn't see him as a soloist, so. I have a couple cards I'm missing from here still, but I think I'm only missing 4 cards total. So yeah. I have a lot of stuff coming from Pokemarket, but Pokemarket takes forever to consolidate a package and send it out, so it's taking a long time for those cards to arrive to my Korean address, which is what I usually do for Pokemarket, is send it to my Korean address. So, but Treasure is really cheap on Pokemarket. If you're thinking about starting to collect them, they're really cheap on Pokemarket. Not Junkyu, but everybody else pretty much is. And we have some larger inclusions. And then I want to get Junkyu's Japanese cards for their second Japanese release. But yeah. I was trying to do some merch stuff for Treasure. They have so much merch stuff. If you want to start collecting Treasure, don't collect their merch. They have too much. It's just too much, YG. They treat them like Blackpink. Like, I feel like Blackpink have a lot of merch and not a lot of albums. And I feel like Treasure was going down that same path. And I'm just begging YG to give us more regular comebacks. I love Blackpink and I hate that they don't have enough music. And I really don't want that to happen to Treasure too. But also, I could have sworn I had both of these postcards. I don't know where they are. Gotta figure that out. I could have sworn that I bought them somewhere. Anyways. On. This is from, I started buying their merch and then I was like, I can't keep up with their merch, but this was one merch item I bought. So, yes. I got a full set of POBs though. Very cute, very cute. Anyways, that's it for this binder. Alright, so this is my BTS collection. Huge Prism Platinum binder. Oh my gosh. So this is my BTS photo card collection. I've been collecting BTS since debut. My bias is Jin, but I also have collected a couple of OT7 sets over the years. So that is what this binder is. I recently moved this collection into this binder and I'm really happy with how it came out. I decided not to double side these pages. I might end up doing it later, but I don't know. I've kept them single-sided for so long that I don't know. But yeah, Jin has pretty much always been my bias. There was a moment when BTS first debuted that Jungkook was my bias, and now he and Namjoon are my second biases. And Jin's my first bias, but I still love all the members of BTS so much. So yeah, here is one of the B sets. I don't buy like everything for BTS, but like this set, oh, I love the butter set so much. They're so freaking pretty. So I had to collect OT7 for these. Well, OT8 with the group card, but you know what I mean. I love like beach concepts and summer themes, and yes. And then I decided to do it again. For proof, I decided to do it again. So yes, and then I just have some random group cards here, and then some larger Jin inclusions because I've just gotten some over the years. I collected OT7 for the mini postcards, and then for proof I have like 3 of them randomly. I don't know if I'm going to finish OT7 for those, but I wanted to keep these. And then here are the postcards from Jin's album. And from the proof, like, super special, expensive version. My friend ran a member claim for it, and I joined for Jin. And then here's some stuff from, like, the solo albums and solo releases that BTS have been doing. So we have Jin's The Astronaut, and then a couple of other random Jin cards here. And then we have Yoongi's album here. And then we have, this is a Samsung card. We have Hobi's album and Namjoon's album. I don't collect any, I don't plan to collect any other members' photo cards fully besides Jin. But I do like to buy the releases when they come out. And then here we have Jimin. And then when JK releases his album, or if Tae releases an album, I will buy their albums as well. Yes, and then this was a Samsung Galaxy set that somebody sent me. Very cute. And then here we have a postcard from Yoongi's album. And then these are my tour cards. So I don't collect anything in particular for Jin, but I do like to have at least like 4 cards from the same concept per page. So yeah, it's definitely a very casual tour card collection, but I really like it, so. Hopefully someday I'll have the holes filled in on this, but if I could just make like a good amount of progress before Jin's enlistment is over, then I would be really happy with that. But yeah, so that is it for this binder. Definitely very full, but it works. And I have another Prism Platinum, like standard size binder that I can put the tour cards into if I feel like I need a little more space for album photo cards. So it's really nice to have that option as well of having extra binders. Next, we're gonna move on to IVE. So this is my first IVE binder. It goes from 11 to After Like, and I collect OT6 for IVE. For Korean cards, and then also for their debut Japanese release, as you'll see in a little bit. But IVE are definitely one of my favorite girl groups right now. I absolutely love them. I love all the girlies. I love their music. And so I started collecting them pretty casually and just collecting Kal as she's my bias, but it quickly turned into OT6. So I love my OT6 collection though. It's definitely not like as thorough, like I don't collect OT6 for all the POBs and everything, but I do really like it still, and it's definitely become a little more challenging over the past year that I've been active, but it's okay. And then I collect some extra Kao POBs as well. I collect some larger inclusions for OT6, but not everything. So yeah. We have After Like era. So pretty. This is still one of my favorite sets I've ever done. Like, this photo card set is so pretty. And these are the Starship Square POBs, and then some extra Kao POBs I picked up during the era. And then for the circle cards and the postcards, I also collected OT6. And yeah, that's it for this binder. The second IVE binder starts with 11 Japan. So I'm still working on 11 Japan. I recently completed Ray's set, but I don't have all of Wonyoung's cards yet. I did kind of put this collection aside a little bit when they made their Korean comeback, but I'm working on it. And then I also collected the IDs for this. And then I have some of their cards from their first fan con. Still working on finishing these photo card sets. And then this is called Photo Book, like the mini binder card. And then there's also a like keyring photo card holder card. So that's what's going on this page. And then here we have IVE's most recent comeback. I've been making some progress on this, but it is not complete yet. And then especially these special version cards are giving me some problems. It feels like everybody pulled the same numbers for those, so that's sad. And then here we have some Starship Square POBs. And that is it for this binder. So hopefully by the next time you see this binder, well, it's pretty much full at this point. Like, I think when I make a Korean comeback, I'm probably gonna have to do a third binder for them, but I really like storing them in A5 wide. I think it's really nice, and I think all the cards look really nice together, especially because I do collect OT6. But I'm curious to see how much more IVE stuff I will have accumulated in 6 months, because I feel like I didn't have nearly this much six months ago. Right, this is my Twice binder. So Twice are my favorite girl group. By the time you're seeing this video, I've seen them in concert, but I haven't seen them in concert yet as I'm filming this, and I'm so excited to go to their concert. I hope it was a great time. I'll insert some footage maybe up here if I get this edited after the concert. But I collect Jihyo for older cards. She is my bias in Twice. I have tried to get the Signal Pink card like 3 times, and I just have issues every single time getting it. So if you ever come across this card, definitely send it to me on my trade sale Instagram. I would really like to get it. Besides that, I do have Jihyo complete. So some Twice albums have more than 9 photo cards, so I do plan on collecting both Sana and Dahyun for those cards. I haven't made a lot of progress on that yet, but if you ever come across these cards, like I said, send them to me on my trade sale Instagram, because before my December update, I would really like to have that done. That's a big goal of mine for this year, is to finish those. And then I collected an OT9 set this era for Eyes Wide Open, since there were 10 photo cards. And that kind of led me down a path of collecting OT3 for Jihyo, Sana, and Dahyun. So that's what I did for Taste of Love. And I am absolutely obsessed with these cards. They're so freaking cute. I also did it for Formula of Love. I collected OT3. And I collected OT9 for, I don't remember what these are called, but for this card, because I'm pretty sure you got one in every single album, and I'm pretty sure I bought like basically enough albums for that. And then I also collected 4 members. I pulled both of Chaeyoung's. I don't really have a bias after my top 3. I pulled both of Chaeyoung's and I was like, I'll keep these. And then for Nayeon's solo release, I wasn't even planning on buying it, but the album was so good that I had no choice but to buy it. It was so good. I was just like, oh, Nayeon's not part of my bias line, like love her so much, but it's okay, I'll just skip out on this release. And then I was like, no, but I actually need this album, like I need to own it. So I did an OT9 pocket page for her album. I do plan on collecting everything for Jihyo, since she is my bias for her upcoming solo debut. I'm super excited about it. And then I started collecting OT9 because I think you only needed 9 albums to complete OT9, and this was a Target release. And so I collected OT9 for between 1 and 2, and it was so fun and so easy. I love trading with onces. I think that the Twice trading community is so great. It's one of my favorite trading communities because I feel like everyone is super reasonable and everybody collects, like, so many people collect OT9, or at least like a OT9 set an era, that it's just so easy to find trades and to complete sets and stuff. So anyways, I did that for between 1 and 2. And then for Target I did OT9 as well, but I reorganized it so that it was by like the concept, so it's not in age order, but it's more pleasing to the eyes. And then also for Ready to Be, their most recent release, I did OT9 as well because it was so much fun last time. Still missing one Chewy card, which I think I bought it from someone, so that's coming in the mail. And then I'm also missing this Dahyun card, and I do not have it coming in the mail. So if you have this Dahyun card, let me know, because I really do need that card. Then this was for the Digipack version. I'm still working on the units. I do have all of them, I think, on the way. So yeah, I should have these all soon. And then I did 2 pop sets. I'm going to do a 3rd pop set that just hasn't come in the mail yet. But these are Target, and then these were Makestar? I think it's Makestar. Like the Makestar photo book version, because I'm pretty sure it was like Makestar photo book and then Makestar Digipack at different POBs. Really happy they didn't do that for Stray Kids, by the way. I appreciate that, JYP. And then these are just like the pre-order photo card packs. And then I do have their light stick. I bought their most recent light stick, so it came with a OT9 set of photo cards from the JYP shop. So, and then for larger inclusions, I try to get my bias line. And then after that, I really don't try to collect everything for large inclusions. But you know, sometimes you just end up with things. I was never able to find the other 2 Barnes & Noble bookmarks, so no more Barnes & Noble POBs for Twice for me, unless they do photo cards next time, because those were so hard to trade. But yeah. I did decide to collect OT9 for this. I'm pretty sure the only member I'm missing is Sana, right? Yeah, Sana. So if you have Sana's Ready to Be postcard, let me know. I would really love that. And then these are Jihyo's D-Icon photo cards. I want to get Sana and Dahyun for these because I think it would look better with 3 members. I just haven't gotten around to doing that yet. And then these are just like extra cards that people have like gifted me and things, and other random like photo cards. So yeah. Oh, and then this is my I keep meaning to move this to an A5 binder, but this is my like freebies section. So it's not super updated. I totally forgot about this section, but these are my OT5 set of signed 8 ratty photo cards that were gifted to me. Feeling very special, but yeah, I have to keep them in sleeves obviously to preserve them, but yes, love him so much. He's the best. So I have an OT5 set of that. Of course, that had to be the cover. And then these are some of my freebies I've made over the years. And this is definitely super outdated. I need to put in like 3 more sets, but yeah. And then these are some from friends. That friend isn't even a K-pop friend. She just sent me a Polaroid of her dog, and I was like, I'm putting him in here next to Kevin because, yeah, with Key in the middle. And then we have the signed Randy Polaroid, one of my most prized possessions. And then we have the unsigned version of the 8 ratty cards, and then just my friends' fan signed cards and just like other cute cards that I've gotten from various besties. So yes, that is it for this binder. I am going to move that though to an A5 just because I think it would look nice, and then also this binder is getting a little thick, so I think it's time to move the freebies out of this binder. This binder is not decorated, but it is my 17 carat version photo cards, so I really don't like storing them in the binders that you get when you buy the carat version, so I store all these cards here. I only store as coupes in a binder just because they take up so much space, but I do have a Taka there, and then Face the Sun, and then obviously FML as well. I loved the concept for these cards. But yeah, I don't store these with the rest of my S-Coupes collections just because it's just too many cards. So yes, that is that. So this is my 17 Japanese binder. So I collect 4 cards for S-Coupes for every Japanese release. I haven't worked on this in a long time, but yeah, and I don't try to get all of the photo cards, like I said, just 4 cards per release. And this has definitely been something I've put on the back burner a little bit, but these cards are super, super cute. S-Coupes is one of my top biases in K-pop, so I don't collect Japanese things for a lot of idols, but I do collect Japanese for S-Coupes because he's the love of my life. I love him so much. So yes, also this photo card on the front is a freebie I made, which is so cute, so I had to put it on this binder for S-Coupes because it fit perfectly. All right, so this is my first 17 binder. So I collect S-Coupes, and then for later eras I collect other members, but for the most part I collect S-Coupes. He is the love of my life. He is outside of my old groups, he is my top male idol. Like, I love him. Outside of, like, honestly, like, bias wise he's on par with like Chan and Lino, but like group wise it goes Monsta X, Stray Kids, and then 17. So but yeah, I love S-Coupes. I've been standing him since like 2 or 3 years before he officially debuted. I love this man. I love this man so much. I'm trying to collect OT3 for a couple of sets for Jonghan, Scoops, and Joshua, but I haven't made a lot of progress on this yet because 17 keep me super busy. But I did finish this. I collected 4 members for Semicolon. But yeah. This is a Target set because I have no self-control and I ended up with 7 Target albums. And then here we have Face the Sun. I can't believe this is done. I did buy this card on Pokemarket, so it's on its way. But I cannot believe I did that. I also tried to just do like a 9-pocket POB set for S-Coupes every era, not including his Target card. Again, a Target page. And then for Sector 17, I did do Jonghan, Joshua, and Dino as well. I don't remember how I ended up with Dino's cards, but we just embrace it. And then for Busoksoon, I collected OT3, which I wasn't really expecting to do because none of these members are in my bias line, but I just loved this release so much that I just had to do it. Just had to. And then this is the most recent release, FML. I'm still working on FML cards. I'm missing these 5 still. I have these last 2 S-Coups cards secured. And then I do have Jonghan's Weavers cards secured. They're just not here. And then I'm just missing these last 6 cards for the Carat version. And then I have Scoops' Kino. He's the only member I collect Kinos for. And then I'm going to collect other POBs and Lucky Draws. I just don't have anything yet. This is the OT8 Target page. And then I bought the deluxe version as well. So here's my OT13 spread for that. And then I have another OT13 spread for... This was a K-Town For You POB set from like a long time ago. From Hengare. I bought from K-Town For You, and they gave you a full set of POBs, so that was very generous of K-Town For You. No store is that generous anymore. But anyways, that's it for this binder. So next binder is my second 17 binder. So this starts off with everything Carolyn bought because she thought it was cute and she wanted it, which includes S-Coups' 2 birthday box photo cards. Like I said, S-Coups is one of my top biases in K-pop outside of like my alt groups. He is the top outside of my alt groups, and I just sometimes want to buy cards for him, so this is a space for me to do that. I would like to buy more of his like Japanese trading card sets and things in the future, so that's where these will go. And then I bought his the icon cards, of course. These are all larger inclusions from 17's releases, so yes. Most of the time I just collect S-Coups, but sometimes I collect other members. For FML I am collecting OT4, my top 4 for the larger items. I just haven't made a ton of progress on that yet. I've got postcards upon postcards. These postcards were so annoying. I can't even tell you how annoying these postcards were. And then for Busoksoon, I did collect OT3. These postcards. I forgot about these Sector 17 ones. Oh my gosh, I haven't been this far back in the binder in a while. Those are so pretty. But yeah, that's it for this binder. So this binder houses my Stray Kids mini posters. So this is one of my Prism Platinum binders. It's really, really great. I recently sleeved these and stored these here. Yeah, some of these sleeves are from Mandu Deco. I buy from both Mandu Deco and Prism Platinum. But Mandu Deco's warehouse is located very, very close to me in the United States, and I really wanted to have these all stored for this video, so I bought them, and I think they're both really great shops, and I really, really like the way that these look in a binder like this. It's just so freaking pretty. So, and also Stray Kids have 8 members, which makes it like perfect. It's like I feel like it's super even and really nice, especially when they're double-sided. So we're moving on to the Maxident ones. And then we have the ones from 5 Star. I also don't like keeping these with my normal like Stray Kids collections just because they are kind of bulky. So it's really nice to have this Prism Platinum chunky binder for this because it gives me a lot more space for other photo cards. Yes, that is this binder. All right, so this binder is my No Easy 3 different sets of POBs for Chan and Lino. So starting with No Easy, which is the first era that I ulted Stray Kids. I started collecting Chan and Lino's POBs. This is a super slow growing collection. I would like to have all of the POBs for this collection, but as you can see, I'm missing like with fans, which are very expensive photo cards. And Lino is also part of the expensive line. Chan can be expensive sometimes too, but Lino is frequently considered a expensive member. So yeah, but I tried my best. Snow Easy was like the first era that I was collecting extra cards for Stray Kids. And I also feel like it was one of their first eras where they had a ton of POBs. So this is Christmas Evil. I would like to have a certain amount of Korean POBs for Christmas Evil. Christmas Evil, I was still overwhelmed with No Easy and didn't end up collecting a lot of photo cards. So I'm still behind on some, but I do hope to catch up soon. Same with Ordinary. So hopefully by the next time you see this video in December, I will have made some more progress on this. Stray Kids definitely release a lot of stuff, and my other alt group is Monsta X, and they release a lot of stuff. So sometimes I fall behind on older things, but I've been trying for like the other eras, trying to keep up with their POBs as much as possible. I also don't usually collect large POBs for them, but for No Easy I did just because it was No Easy era. And yeah, so that is that. This is my Stray Kids Maxident and also 5-star POB album. So starting off here, this is my signed photo cards from Maxident from the US store. I absolutely adore these cards. Chan, Lino, and Changbin and Jisung are my bias line, but I found someone to trade me for Seungmin, and I absolutely love this photo card of him, so I was like, yes. Yes, I love all 8 members of Stray Kids so much that honestly, as long as I have Chan and Lino, like, I will be so happy with whoever else. Like, I think all the boys are so great. But yeah, this is the era I started doing member claims for Stray Kids, and it's been working out great. So basically what I do is I claim Chan and Lino in a member claim, and then I find however many other people, a lot of people collect multiple members, but other people to join in on the member claim, and then we split the costs by 8. So obviously I pay 2 portions of an OT8 set, and then I get the other 6 portions from however many other people it takes. Usually it's like 4 or 5 because, like I said, a lot of people collect 2 members, but I did it for almost every store this era for Maxident, and it was great. I do still need the Soundwave Shopee card. I need both of the Music Korea cards because I didn't do that for my member claim. And then I think I need one more set of POBs to go here to kind of fill out that set. And then Lino's Star River card. I was able to get Chan through a group order, but I wasn't able to get Lino. Yes. And I need some more Chan lucky draws. And then this is where 5-star starts. So I did do a member claim for every store that you see here. They're just all in Korea. So when I get back from my Korea trip, I will have all of these photo cards. I'm so excited to have them all, to store them all away. But yes, and then I have some more larger inclusions back here. And then these are from the D-Icon Stray Kids release. I got both Chan and Lino's photo card sets. I didn't actually buy the thing. I just joined a group order and claimed Chan and Lino for it. It was like $8 for the set of cards for each member, which was great. And then I have some of the Victory merch photo cards and these Polaroids. I'm still trying to decide if I want to keep like this kind of stuff back here or if I want to move it to my second Stray Kids binder, but they live here for the time being. This is my first Stray Kids binder. So I collect Lino and Chan for older album cards. I'm missing a couple Lino ones because I started collecting them after I'd already finished Chan. They're just like the really expensive cards that are left, so And this one's not expensive. I'm pretty sure I bought this one, actually. I think it's coming in a future Macari package. This one is very expensive. I don't want to think about that one. It's so expensive. And then I started collecting OT8 from No Easy forward. So here starts my OT8 collection. I love collecting OT8. I wasn't originally going to. And then I bought 300 albums for a fan sign and I had so many photo cards left over. And I was like, I'm obsessed with this photo card concept. Let me just collect OT8 and make it fun. And it was really fun. And I have never looked back. I love collecting OT8. It's really not that difficult either. I also buy a lot of albums for POBs now. So yeah, for this jewel case, I only did my top 4. And I wish I had done OT8. But I feel like now it would be hard to do OT8. I've thought about it though. Going back and trying to complete OT8 for that, but I don't know. Then we have Christmas Evil. I need a second Christmas Evil Chan. I really do. I really need a second Christmas Evil. I thought about getting another Chan glitter card here too to make it make sense. So I might end up doing that. This was the pop set, and then we have Ordinary. I pulled like so many of this in my group order, my member claim I did. And then for Digipacks, I did do OT8 this time around. And then I did all the units as well. The units were really easy if you're American, because the American, like, unit card POBs, you got like sets of 4. Like they split it up into, what, 6 sets of 4? So it was really easy to trade. I think in the Korean release, they were like completely random. But in the American release, it was like you have a 1 in 6 chance of pulling the unit cards you need. So anyways, this was the Target exclusive set there. And then this is for Maxident, one of my favorite photo card sets that they have ever done. I think it's so pretty. Everyone hates on Maxident era, but I love Maxident era, so we don't have time for Maxident era hate. And then the case versions, I did OT8 as well. And then this was Target, and this is Barnes & Noble, or vice versa. I'm pretty sure that's right, Target and then Barnes & Noble. And then here, I just have some other like random larger things. For Yellowwood, I have Chanelino, and then for the boyfriend postcards, I have OT8. That's the American postcard from last era. Some random Maniac Japan merch I joined a group order for randomly. I don't even remember why. I got that in the mail and I was like, why did I join a group order for these? I don't know. They were cute. I think they were really cute, and they had Chanelino spots open, and I was like, sure, let's do it. But yeah, I definitely have some Lino holes that I need to work on, but it's okay. We'll get there. This is my second Stray Kids binder. So this starts off with 5-star because I ran out of room in my first one, so we had to start in the second one for 5-star. But yeah, I am still missing this Chan. I have a trade for it on the way. Do have the other sets done though, and then the digipacks, I think I have trades for everything for all the digipacks. I'm just missing, no, I think I found trades for all of these too. I'm just missing this Chan Barnes & Noble card. It's been so hard to find. I do have a trade for Lino, he's coming in the mail, but Chan and Jisung's Target I do have on the way as well. I'm so happy I pulled Chan for Target, because why has that been impossible? And then this is a Soundwave pop set. I bought my digipacks with it, so yeah. And then this era I'm doing a 9-pocket, so 3 different pop sets for Chan, Lino, and Changbin. So yeah. And then this is a fan-made set that somebody sent me a while ago. My bias has changed a couple times in Stray Kids. It is very firmly Chan and Lino now, so don't worry about that. But for a little bit, it was Jisung, and so that's why Jisung's in the middle there. I have an extra Jisung card. And then for Japanese cards, this is where I keep like the unit cards for Chan and Lino, and then any like POBs or anything I get. And then I have to work on back collecting for their older eras. But if we start from Scars, this is the Chanlino Progress. These have become really hard to find, so yeah. And I do have this Chan Circus card coming in the mail. So this is done, and then I have to get the last 2 fan club cards for Chan for the sound, but I do have all of his normal album cards, and then Lino is complete for this. And then these were 2 POBs that I got in some Macari bundles I bought, so I kept those. And then this is from their 2nd gen stay, and this is from the Skids replay, so 3rd gen stay. And then I don't know why these are separated. I might have done that for thumbnail purposes. Sometimes I move things around in my binders so that they look better in the thumbnail, but anyways, this is from their Season's Greetings for this year. And then this is also from their Season's Greetings from this year. And then the mini ID sets. Oh, I have to sleeve these still. I bought ID sleeves, but I thought that I had sleeved these, but I guess I haven't, so I'll need to go back and fix that. And then I'm trying to start a little like Skids Polaroid collection where I do like 3 Polaroids from each release. I'm not gonna lie, it's not going well. But I definitely want to work on that more. I find like the Polaroids are pretty easy to get. They're pretty inexpensive. But yeah, I really like those. And I really want to collect more of those. And then this is just the random Stray Kids page of things that I have been gifted, unit cards, the lenticulars. I have Chanlino and Jisung, and then just like other. This is Chan Pob, Jisung Pob, but yeah, just a bunch of random stuff. So yeah, and then I have the foldouts for. I think Chan is back here. Yeah, he's back here. I should put these in my Prism Platinum binder. So, I'll do that. But yeah, that's it for this binder. This binder is my Monsta X Japanese collection. So, I collected Wonho and Kihyun's Japanese photo cards. I put them in a separate binder because Monsta X photo cards are a very different size from the standard photo card size that everybody knows. But they're Japanese cards. And their American cards are not, but I figured keeping their Japanese cards in an A5 like this would be nice. And then I also collect the pre-order and like fan sign stickers, fan meeting stickers. But yes, after Wonho left Monsta X, I started collecting Changyun. So Kihyun did get scooted over because he's older than Changyun, obviously. I'm still working on this collection. Monsta X haven't made a Japanese comeback in a long time, and I don't have high hopes for them making a Japanese comeback anytime soon. But I would like to get the rest of these Changyun cards, and then I also have the unit with Juhan and then the unit with Shonu for both boys. So it would be nice to get the Hyungwon Minhyuk unit too, just to kind of fill out all the units. But yes, and then I have a couple of my fan signed photo cards back here as well for Wonho and Kihyun. I have others, I just keep them in like a little stand on my desk. And then I do have this Alan photo card back here as well. So for Gravity's most recent comeback, I really wanted to collect a little bit of Alan and Minnie, as they are my biases in Gravity. I don't want to pick up Gravity necessarily, but I just really like the jewel case concept. So I wanted to get a couple POBs and cards from that concept. But yeah, right now I just have this one Alan photo card. Minnie is a more expensive member than Alan. But yeah, hopefully I can add to that little collection soon. This is my Monsta X binder. So this is my first Monsta X binder. So this binder runs from Trespass to Follow / the American albums. But yeah, so for the older cards, I collect Wonho, Kihyun, and Changyun. And I collect some OT7 sets. So for Beautiful, I collect OT7. I'm actually filming this on Shonu's birthday in America. And And I did buy that card the other day on Pokemarket as a SHINee birthday present to myself. I was like, I have to have SHINee's older cards done. For this, I only ever collected Wonho because I just could not be bothered to... I really didn't even like collecting those for Wonho, and I love collecting Wonho, so those were a struggle. Past me struggled. Shine Forever also collected OT7. The clan is like what made me ult Monsta X. Like, I love the clan, and so yeah. I Wonho and Kihyun for the posters. I don't have Chungkyun's Shine Forever poster, but honestly, it's not a big deal that I don't have his. And then for unit cards, I just have the ones with Kihyun and Wonho in it. Some of them have Chungkyun in it, but I couldn't be bothered to... I collected Kihyun after I collected Wonho, and then I collected Chungkyun after I finished Kihyun. And I was like, I cannot do the unit cards again. They are so confusing, man. Those earlier unit cards are very confusing. These unit cards are less confusing, but still pretty freaking confusing, so I don't worry much about those. This I don't worry much about, mostly because a lot of people sell these, like, they're pop-out cards. They are 9-pocket cards, but I like them to be attached, and I haven't ever been able to find Chungkyun's attached still. So that's why I don't have Chungkyun's for that. And then for these unit cards, I talk about all the time how I should just collect the Hyungwon and Chungkyun unit because those are the only unit cards I'm missing from this release. And I just, maybe if Monsta X ever give me a chance to breed, I'll consider it, but I don't know. These are, I was thinking about the other day, like what it would be like to do a 3-3-3. Like I have the other cards for this collection, but I haven't brought myself to do it yet. And then unit cards. And then for follow, I collected OT7. For these, I only collected my top 3 because I just couldn't be bothered to collect OT7 for those. And then G-Market POBs, and the Kino album was a full set back then. Back when Starship was kind to us. And then a little Standing People and the other standees. And this is from All About Love, the American release. That is a fan-made Wonho card. And then this is from The Dreaming. That's the like normal album cards. And then these 6 are from the Digipacks. And then this is from the concert, and then these 2 were just like Japanese POB releases, or movie releases. These were from the Dreaming movie that were released. And then back here I just have a couple of other random Wonho things. I don't think this has really changed since the last time you saw it, but it's nice to show it. First Wonho binder. So yes, this houses all of his solo debut stuff from when he went solo. So it starts with Love Synonym 1. I really wanted Wonho to have his own space for his solo stuff. I didn't want to keep it with Monsta X stuff just because, I mean, they both have so much stuff, and I just feel like keeping Wonho together, like all of his stuff together, just makes a lot more sense. When he first debuted, I had his stuff with Monsta X stuff, and they just release so much stuff that I just need to give Wonho his own binder. But yeah, so I do collect everything for Wonho. He is my ultimate bias, love of my life. This Polaroid is from his MMT fan sign. So it was the first fan sign I ever did with Wonho, and I displayed this for a long time, but recently I decided to keep it in my Photocard binder with the rest of the POBs. So yeah. Remember when Wonho had like 2 pages of POBs? Oh, good times, good times. Those are Highline Store benefits. And then Highline Store, postcards, Tower Records, Love Synonym 2. Collected all of the scratch off signature cards. It is in fact that deep for me that I went and did that. These were the POBs for lumps and 2 larger inclusions. I wish I could find these size sleeves again because they would be so helpful, but I cannot find them again. I don't even remember what they're called, to be honest. I can't even remember where I got them from, but I love those so much, and I would be able to find so many uses for them. I just don't remember where or how I got them. Anyways, this is Blue Letter. And here we start the era of so many Wonho POBs. So Blue Letter era, there was a lot. There was a lot. So many. So many. This was an offline fan sign. One of these I bought from somebody in Canada. I don't know how that happened. And then these Soundwave Round 3 cards I claimed in a group order. And I need to text my friend about that because she was doing it for a friend. Like, she was going through a friend. Last I heard, they were MIA, so that's fun. I would really like those last Soundwave cards to complete Blue Letter. Yeah. And then these are all the signature things again. Tower Records. This is the broadcast card set for Obsession. One of my friends won the streaming event, and I won an OT5? An OT5 set of Shape of Love? Was it Shape of Love? I think it was Shape of Love of the... Anyways, I traded a super rare card and paid her in exchange for this set because she doesn't collect Wonho photo cards, but I do. And it was a good trade, trust me. We made it even. These are Obsession photo cards. So cute. Highline Store POBs. This was the fan sign card. Remember when Wonho used to do different fan sign cards for fan sign winners? I'm so glad he doesn't do that anymore. Oh my gosh. I'm still missing some cards from this era. I didn't buy the lucky draws, and look what happened. Always buy the lucky draws if you plan to collect them. It's so much harder to get them later, I promise you. But yeah, got the rest of these. Still missing quite a bit for Obsession. This is one of the eras that I'm missing the most for, and it was during a time where he was just releasing so much stuff, and Monsta X releasing so much stuff, and I was just like, I gotta come back to these POBs at some other time. But yeah, larger inclusion. And then Facade, I'm still missing album cards from Facade. It drives me insane. I cannot find them anywhere, especially this jewel case card. No, I don't even really know what it looks like. Like, it's on a template somewhere, but these are the Kino cards. And then other POBs. The only POBs I'm missing from Facade, I did a pretty good job of keeping up with Facade, is Namiel. I joined a group order for it, and it took forever. And then I also still need... What store is this? I don't remember. But I'm still missing 4 lucky draws from this store. Anyways, that's it for this binder. This next binder is my second Wonho binder. So this is Bittersweet, and then like everything he releases while he's in the military. So these are all of the Bittersweet cards. I am missing 1 jewel case card still. Drives me crazy. If you ever see it, please send it to me. I really want that card. And then these are all of the Bittersweet POBs. I'm just missing a couple of sets. So On in Asia is one of those sets. And Beat Road and Wonderwall 1.0. So yeah, these are 2 of his broadcast cards. I would like to get the other 2 at some point. Wonho broadcast cards actually aren't that expensive, so I would like to get those. And then lucky draws. The second round of lucky draws. These are from a magazine he did. This is from his musical. Just various merch and photo cards from that. This is from Oh Ho Ho Trip. All his FanCon merch. This is more musical stuff. What is this one from? Oh, that's also from his musical. These are from his robe, the robe he's wearing. I actually own that robe. Very comfortable. Would recommend. And then these are from his first fan con, We Are Young. I didn't buy them back when they went up for sale, so I'm back collecting them now, which is very painful because they're very expensive now. But yeah, I have 4 of each set. There's 8 total. And then these are from a photo book he did. These are from his Weenie Gen 2 kit. And these are from his most recent photo book, the Wonderwall POBs, and then the photo cards, and then the one lonely card for his Japanese album because I can never find the Japanese cards. And then here we have facade posters, bittersweet posters. Yeah, just those 2 sets of posters in here. So this is my second Monsta X binder. So this one is from like pretty much everything after Wonho left. Well, not everything, but you know, this is the OT6 binder because it includes everything that happened when SHINee, before SHINee enlisted, but after Wonho left. So like that little in-between period we had. Anyways, so we have Fantasia. Separated them by their units. Got all the unit cards here and the Kino cards. I think this was still a full set back then. Don't quote me on that though. I don't really remember. It's been so long. I don't really remember, to be honest. These were the, remember when Starship used to give us the most randomly sized items to store? And then these are the American postcards. Yeah, these are the American release postcards. I have all 6 of those. This is the Starship Square unit. I got the Kihyun and Minhyuk one. And then I have Kihyun's Tower Records for Fantasia, and then also Fatal Love here. And then also One of a Kind back here. This is for Fatal Love, Love Killa, Kihyun's broadcast cards, and I have 2 of his broadcast stickers because it looks nicer that way. Then I separated an age order this time. I did 3 8 patterns again. So SHINee, Minhyuk, Kihyun Hyungwon, Juhan Changyun. Then the Kinos I think were random this time. I think this is the point where I start giving myself credit for having OT6 for these because I'm pretty sure that's when they became random. These are lenticulars that everybody hates. And then the message cards. I never ripped them. I don't know. And then we have POBs. I won't go through what each individual POB is, but if you have questions, go ahead and leave a timestamp down below and I will do my best to answer what it is. The bookmarks with Fatal Love, and then I never finished this set. These are the Starship Square benefit bookmarks. I never finished it. I pulled this unit. My priority was getting the Chungi unit, and then I ended up with these 2, but I didn't end up, I think there's a OT6 one, and then there's one obviously with Minhyuk and Hyungwon. I don't own that one, so yeah. We have Fatal Love, American postcards, and then we have Gambler. So these were the second round of lucky draws. They were all unit cards, so I bought all of Kihyun's, or I traded for them or whatever. I bought some lucky draws, but I had to trade and I had to buy some. And then I did OT6 layouts this time around. I don't know what suddenly changed in me wanting to do OT6 for this, but something did. These are the Kinos. These definitely were random, so definitely give me credit for that. And then all the unit cards. I love Monsta X unit cards. They're so cute. And then more POBs. Again, I'll go through, I won't go through what each individual ones are, but if you have questions, leave a timestamp, and I will do my best to answer. These were lucky draws. I did a full OT6 set for the first round of lucky draws, and I only did Kihyun's unit for the second set because I was tired by that point. And then these are American postcards. I'm really sad they stopped doing these. I quite enjoyed those. And then these are some Kihyun Chutokgom cards. I'm still missing 3. I look for them all the time, but they're just so sparse. It's just so hard to find them. And this is my Wonho collection for like Wonho's broadcast cards. I did decide a while ago that I would like to have like 95% of his like rare broadcast fan sign Monsta X cards. So yes, I do work on this. So I do have like what I'm missing marked here. It's a lot, but also not a lot at the same time. And a lot of these things I find, they're just expensive, and so yeah. And then for Kihyun, I don't remember which cards these are, but I'm missing 2 cards I want from an earlier era. I'm gonna have to look into what actually that is. This I just saved for the next year's season's grading. I don't even know if Kihyun's gonna be in next year's season's gradings. And then this is the 514 event from last year, right? Earlier this year? No, last year. It's the last year one. Anyways, I ended up buying that with a friend. They were selling her bias and my bias together for like a bundle deal, and I was like, I will go halvesy with you on that. And then we have some of Wonho's, this is Wonho's Tower Records cards. This is his American postcard for Follow. And then I also have Tower Records and American postcard for Follow for Kihyun. I only did Kihyun and Wonho for Follow. I think I was just tired at that point of Follow era, and I just wanted to move on with my life. But I did end up doing like OT6, OT7, or OT6 for all of the American postcards after that. So yes, this is my Kihyun binder, and I'm just gonna show you real quick. I'm literally like, this binder at the time of me filming has 1 page in it, and I haven't set up fully for his comeback yet, but these are all the solo Kihyun photo cards in this binder. I just thought I would show that real quick. Alright, so this next binder is my Kihyun binder, so very nice. This is where I keep all of Kihyun's solo cards. It fits pretty much perfectly, so Kihyun's not allowed to release another solo album until he has finished his military enlistment. But yeah, so here are the Voyager cards. So I collected everything for Kihyun. I'm so grateful that I pulled this in my jewel case. I don't know what I would have done if I hadn't pulled this card in my jewel case. This card was so expensive. Okay, so then we have all of the POBs for Voyager. So many POBs for Voyager. But we did it. We did all the POBs, all the lucky draws. Kihyun is my bias of Monsta X, so, you know, I had to go all out for Ki. And these are some larger inclusions from Voyager. And the posters. And then these are all of the AQO cards. I missed the AQO pre-order this time around. There's a 4th set of cards out, and they're so cute. So I need to buy them resale now, which is kind of sad, but like they're expensive for a little bit, and then I find that they're super cheap. So I'm gonna wait a little bit, I think, but they're so cute. And then this is one of the broadcast cards for Youth, and then I'm trying to find the other card for Le Sserafim. It's a black card. It's like a side profile card. It's really hard to find, very expensive. And then here we have all the Youth cards. So once again, collected all the POBs. The broadcasts for this are actually relatively cheap, I've found, so I kind of want to expand on the broadcast cards for Youth as well. These cards are so cute. Oh my gosh, look at him. And then the lucky draws. Nice. He was actually wearing this jacket. I knew this jacket looked familiar. He was wearing this jacket. He did a performance in Vietnam? Is it Vietnam was where he was? I saw an Instagram photo today and I was like, where is that jacket from? That's where it's from. I don't know what happened to the rest of my Youth posters. Anyways, that's it for this binder. Alright, so this next binder is my OT5 binder. So this is everything after Shonu Enlisted that Monsta X released. It's a thick boy, so let's get into it. So the first thing we have is No Limit. So I guess we start off with Kihyun's cards. Once it became OT5, I started storing Kihyun separately, just because it looked better. So Kihyun page, and then here are the other 4 members' cards for the album cards, and yeah, Kinos, Digis. No Limit had so much stuff. There really was no limit to the amount of photo cards. And then all the unit cards minus the Changi card. Changi card was kept with Kihyun up here. And then POBs. So I kept Kihyun's POBs separate, just like I did his album cards. And then we get into the other members' POBs. So I still collected full POBs for everyone. I think, is this the era that I started only doing Kihyun lucky draws? We'll find out, I guess, but I think it might be. I couldn't remember if it was No Limit or Shape of Love I started only doing Kihyun lucky draws, but I think it was No Limit. So yeah, I was storing Kihyun separately because I was not collecting lucky draws for everyone, because there were just so many POBs this era. It was just a lot. But yeah. Thankful to know so many Monbebe in the community, because so many people opened group orders and I was just able to like buy what I wanted and then host my own group orders and then do group order, like join other people's group orders. But yeah, this is from the special edition. I can't believe they brought these back. I just can't believe they brought them back for No Limit. It was just such a random inclusion. We hadn't seen anything this sized since Follow. It was just so random. Anyways, here are the jewel case posters. And we get into Shape of Love. So I stored Kihyun separately again for Shape of Love for the album cards. These cards, if you know, you know. They were so difficult. The special edition, oh my gosh, or the limited, what did they call it for Shape of Love? Anyways, that version, no, so stressful. I also kept Kihyun and also Changyun's POBs separately this time because I collected lucky draws for both Kihyun and Changyun. So yeah, and I collected the universe card for Kihyun and Changyun because I won that raffle. I won an OT5 set. Oh, it was so pretty. I ended up selling the other 3 members, but I kept Kihyun and Changyun, so yes. I was so excited to win that. I put my all into winning that universe raffle. I was like, I really want to win it because I didn't enter previously for No Limit. And I was like, I really, really want to win it. Like, can you believe this Changyun card? Like, this is my favorite Changyun card from Shape of Love, is this Universe Winner card. And I would never own this if I hadn't won. Like, they're just so expensive. They sell for like hundreds of dollars. Like, they're so expensive. I am still missing his Soundwave 2 lucky draw. It's the Love concept. I cannot find it anywhere. I look for it literally all the time. Can never find it. So if you ever come across it, let me know. But yeah, and then I stored the other 3 members like this, which is partially also why I stored Changyun separately, because I think this looks really nice, like having the 3 members like this. Minya, Kyungwon, and Juhan, so yes. Rumor has it that Monsta X aren't going to... Oh, I also have some extra lucky draws here. Just from buying lucky draws, I ended up with extra lucky draws. The stickers... There's a rumor that Monsta X aren't releasing a full group album for the rest of the year, which is pretty sad, but also understandable. We're still getting, like, Changyun's album, Juhan's album, Shonu and Hyungwon's unit. Like, we're still getting music and stuff, but kind of sad there won't be a full group album for a while. I'm interested to see how my collection changes once they're back, like, as 6, which is going to be a while, but, you know. And then here's the posters. And then we move on to Reason, which is the most recent era. So I stored Kihyun the same way, him separately with the Chungi unit card actually on both sides because there were less cards this time around, for like album cards at least. So yeah, these are the rest of the members' cards, including their cassette cards. The cassette version. I will never forgive Starship for releasing like 2 cassette albums total and then being like, oh yeah, we're not restocking those. I literally bought 2 cassettes myself. I was able to get my hands on 2, and then I had to buy the other 3 photo cards separately. It was crazy. It was too much. Yeah, these are all of the other unit cards, the other 9. And then Kihyun's POBs. The POBs this era, between like the lucky draws and regular album POBs and pop-up store stuff, there's just too much stuff for this era. Reason was insane. They really said, this is our only full group album of 2023. Let's give them all the POBs. So yeah, that's that. Here's Chunghyun. I am missing a couple of less things for Chunghyun. There are some cards for Kihyun I'm not going to get for Chunghyun, just cause, so he does have less cards, but yeah. And then these are the POBs for the other 3 members. The only things I collected from the pop-up store for the other 3 members were the full sets of photo cards. So yeah. And then I want to do some lucky draws, so I need a couple more lucky draws still to fill up these pages. I didn't buy any lucky draws for these members, but I want to fill up the pages, so I'm gonna go back and get some. And then these are, yeah, extra cards. Then we have the film strips, the postcards. These were from the pop-up store too, weren't they? So yeah, maybe I did that. These are Kihyun and Chunghyun's pop-up store postcards. So when you attended the pop-up store, you got a different member every single day. So each member has 2, but I don't care enough to go get the other ones. If I ever come across Kihyun's other one, I'll get it. But besides that, I can't do it. And then these are other like postcard sets. I did have a friend who went to the pop-up store for me. And then I also did a sponsorship where they went to the pop-up store for me too. So I'm very, very grateful to even have as much stuff from the pop-up store as I do. I can't believe that they like really didn't put a lot online. Like they ended up eventually putting stuff online, but not the stuff everybody wanted, if you know what I mean. But yes, and then the posters from the Reason album for the jewel cases, and that is it for this for this binder rather. All right, so this is my most recent Monsta X binder. So I'm filming this out of order the way you're watching it, so I don't know what number binder this is. I think it's 5, but editing Carolyn will confirm. Anyways, it starts off with Jooheon's release. So this is Jooheon. As you can see, I am still missing some photo cards for him, but I do have all of the Starship Square POBs. And then I have a bunch of POBs and cards that I have purchased that just aren't here yet. Either I joined like my friend in Korea's group order, or I joined my friend in America's group order. So I have a lot of POBs coming my way. And then here's the larger inclusions for Jooheon's album. I also plan on putting Kyungwon and Shonu in this binder. At the time of me filming this, none of that information is out yet, but maybe by the time you're seeing this video, they've announced like stuff about their album, but I don't know. Also, I keep some IVE larger inclusions in here that don't fit in my other binders. So I have the 4 of the 6 mini posters from their first full album, and then I have some stickers from I.M, and then the film strips, and then these are from their fan con. These are really, really pretty, so I really wanted to store them properly. And then these are the stickers that came with their fan con merch. So yeah, that's it for this binder. Alright, so this is my extra Monsta X binder. So this includes all of my non-album stuff. So all the merch, fan con, seasons greetings, photo books, you name it, it's in here. This is the 9 pocket items binder. I do also have one for larger inclusions. So yes, I won't go through what every single one of these things are, but if you want to know what a set is from, you can leave a comment down below and I will do my best to answer. But I just feel like there's so much stuff in this video. I don't know at what point this binder is going to be in the video, but this video is so long. But I feel like we don't have time to explain what everything is. But if you want to ask in the comments, I will definitely answer. Yeah. I really hope they do trading cards again for their upcoming fan con, because I am very much lacking in SHINee photo cards, and I feel like that would be a great way to bump up my SHINee photo card collection. Also, I had a really fun time collecting those cards. This is the Wonho section. It's much smaller, but Monsta X have also put out a lot more. And some of this I keep in my Wonho binder. Like some of the merch stuff I keep in my other Wonho binder, so. And yeah, that's it for this binder. This next binder is the large inclusions, extra non-album Monsta X stuff. I don't even know what to name this binder. There's just so much stuff in here. But yeah, so I tried to organize it in like pocket page size. So this is all the 3 pocket stuff. I tried to put Wonho's like Monsta X stuff with Monsta X, and then I kept his like solo stuff separate. But yeah, these are Christmas signatures. I'm not going to go through exactly what everything is. You can leave a comment if you want me to tell you what it is. There's just so much stuff in here. I think the way to keep large inclusions looking nice is to keep them separate. I think it's hard to do 9 pocket and large inclusions together and like have everything look super nice, but I really do like this binder. I think it turned out really nice. I'm really glad I reorganized like this. These are receipts from Lucky Draws. I wish they still did this. I actually low-key really like these. These are all the 4 pocket items, and then the 6 pocket items. And then here we get into the Wonho solo stuff. So I set it up the same way, like 3 pockets. And then 4 pockets. And these are all the 2 pocket items I put back here. I say this all the time, but there's a set of these that have like a pink tinge to them. I have no idea why they would do that. They look so much better like this. More large 2 pocket items. These are actually the like to decorate your jewel cases with. I never replaced my jewel cases with these. I think I might though. They're really nice, but I don't display my jewel cases, so I'm just kind of like, would I even look at them like that, you know? I don't know. Anyways, that's it for this binder. And that is it for my entire K-pop photo card collection. I do hope you enjoyed this video. The raw footage is currently over 2 hours. 2 hours of footage. Oh my god, I've been filming for so long. I didn't post this to flex or anything. I hope nobody thinks that I did that for that reason. I just like to keep track of my progress in my collection every 6 months, and I think that it's really fun to share these kinds of flip throughs with you guys. So yes, thank you so much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye-bye.